Hey guys, got my hand there. And AS class editions are over $200. Okay, that's not what we're here for. I'm gonna do a reaction video, so we can't do face cam, but to 6 creepy and unsettling episodes of kid-friendly shows by Mr. Nightmare. Hopefully the Five Brothers don't sue me. And I'll put the original link in the description.
All of the shows on this list may not have been specifically aimed towards kids, but they were all meant to be family friendly. That being said, the following shows had some episodes that may have scared some kids back when they aired. Number 6. Steveville Family Matters. In this episode of Family Matters, Steve has acquired a ventriloquist dummy that resembles himself.
Never
and he
seen
tries
it, but
to
I
perform
heard
to the
that
unamused
episode.
Winslow family. He soon discovers the dummy is alive and can speak in a demonic voice. It also gets creepier when strange things start to happen, like when Harriet's head pops out of a jack-in-the-box.
I've been staying here all days. Turn the crank and find out.
Yeah, I can understand that.
There was also a sequel to this episode that was eventually banned from airing due to its creepiness.
They banned it because it was creepy. Freaking people. I think I was on the lost video list for.
Disturbing.
Number 5. Four-Eyed Jack, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was a very mature kids show with a lot of strong messages. This
Well, it's
episode
actually still on
didn't
now.
really have any messages though. Its sole
Okay,
purpose
Nick.
was to creep you out. In this episode, Arnold finds a pair of glasses. Grandpa explains they belong to Four-Eyed Jack, a patron of the boarding house who had died long ago.
Phony Maroney. Those look like the glasses of Four-Eyed Jack. Four-Eyed Jack? Who's that? You never heard of Four-Eyed Jack?
Throughout the episode, Arnold, Gerald, and the boarding house residents continually hear creepy noises, of which they assume to be the ghost of Laughing Jack.
Let me zoom in. There we go.
It turned out it was only Grandpa in a secret bathroom down in the basement all along. However, it was the
I know
ending that really creeped a lot of kids out the most.
Okay. It's not scary.
Number 4. Changing Nature, Dinosaurs. This
I think I've seen
episode
this
was
show
a different
before.
type of scary.
The
It
only
had
thing I
a very
know,
powerful and true
the only thing I
message.
know is that guy down Sesame Street is the one, the baby on the show.
But it left all of the viewers, who are mostly children, sad and upset, to say the least. Normally a very upbeat and comedic show, it caught everyone watching off guard when the plot to the series finale suddenly took a huge twist for the worse. The dinosaurs braced to face extinction when their negligence for nature has caused temperatures to go down below freezing, with the ending scene suggesting that they all died shortly after.
Wow.
And so it seems the task force's solution to the cider poppy problem has caused an environmental calamity of catastrophic proportion.
You can't have
This
everyone die
episode
in the
was
final
just flat
episode.
out disturbing for kids and adults alike, simply because it was so sudden and so out of place. It could be said the dinosaurs in this episode represented humans and their greedy actions. With the causing of extinction of animals and destroying nature, this episode demonstrated how important the planet is
You know, that is
and
kind
how
of
much
true.
we take it for granted.
Daddy was put in charge of the world, and he didn't take real good care of it. And now
It's
it looks
weird
like
though,
there
that's
won't be much of a
so
world
weird.
left for you or your brother and sister to live in.
I put my chair back. There we go.
Are we gonna move?
Well, no, there's no place to move to.
I guess it's like 7
This
minutes.
is the only world we got.
That
Wow.
being said, it was a very dark episode for a kids show.
And taking a look at the long-range forecast, continued snow, darkness, and extreme cold. This is Howard Handel. Good night.
That's actually kind of depressing too.
Goodbye.
Number 3. The Mysterious Stranger, The Adventures of Mark Twain. This was actually a short movie, but it was so dark and creepy that I couldn't resist putting it on this list. It can kind of constitute as an episode, as the whole film is just a bunch of different sequences as the kids follow Mark Twain in his adventures. In this scene, the kids meet a mysterious stranger. It seems nice at first, giving the kids fruits and giving life to the clay people they meet. As the clay people start to fight and basically do human things, the stranger starts getting angry, and his expressionless face starts to turn satanic.
Oh my god.
He eventually kills all the small clay people
Jeez.
and says some pretty disturbing things for a kid's
Wow.
film.
Life itself is only a vision, a dream. Nothing exists.
What's that sign number 1? That's super disturbing. God.
Are but a thought.
I think the movie is
Two,
actually banned.
Living Doll, The Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone usually had darker, creepier themes, and it wasn't uncommon for it to have creepy scenes, but it was still meant to be a family-friendly show. This episode has by far scared the most children from the 60s all the way up until today. In the episode, Eric starts hearing strange phrases coming from his stepdaughter's new doll.
My name is Talkie Tina, and I'm beginning to hate you.
It isn't long before he realizes that the doll is alive. He tries to destroy it, but it proves indestructible. He tries to get rid of it, but it always comes back. Perhaps the
Wow.
most memorable scene in the episode, and possibly one of the most memorable scenes in the whole series, was...
Hello? Hello?
My name is Talkie Tina, and I'm going to kill you.
Wow.
Number 1.
Oh
Perfect.
god.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. There's no short...
Okay, half these things I'm gonna watch, this is gonna be on there. Because everyone thought this was scary. How many days ago when I watched this video? I think I watched this video like once or twice, that was it.
disturbing scenes that rob children of sleep in the show.
What the heck?
But this one episode takes the cake. While working with Courage around the farm, Eustace tells him that he can't do anything right. Courage later tries to perfectly cook some food, but fails. While trying to get some sleep, Courage experiences some haunting nightmares that have surely
Okay.
caused many kids to have nightmares as well. All this episode really needed was this one scene to make this list.
Well, that's gonna be scary, I'm not gonna lie. Check my notification in a second.
If you think I've missed an episode in any family-friendly show, leave it in the comments.
Okay, I'm gonna try to watch another one of these some other time, so... Tell me which Blaming on George thing you want me to watch. Later, guys.